there, YouTube. What's going on? It is Robin. I am about to go do my naked yoga thing. Let's see what time it is. Oh yeah, it's like 2 hours after I said I was gonna do it. Sorry guys. But Leslie, since you had so many wonderfully nice things to say to me this morning, and it caused me to think a lot, I did a couple other videos on some of my other channels. I did some Facebook stuff. Dave was being a brat again, and so I had to talk shit about him and to him for a second. And then I'm back. So I get jokes. I mean, I don't always get the jokes when I say them, but I thought it was a snake. Oh my god. Oh, there's a black snake in my garage. Oh my gosh. But I know it's in there. I just don't want to see it. Okay. So, I know I was like kind of fake scared, but when I actually see it, I either am like super calm and I'm like, oh, there's a snake right there, or I actually like feel like I'm gonna explode. That was a weird bird sound. That bird needs some medical assistance. Anyway, so this is where I was when I did my naked yoga. The reason I'm gonna talk about this as a tutorial, and actually I just realized it's when I see myself, I start talking and I kind of lose track of what I'm saying. So I'm going to put this down so you have no idea what I just did, but I just minimized it. Actually, let me make sure it's still working. Yep. That distracts me, and then I keep looking and seeing if somebody's watching, and then I start changing my tone just slightly. So some of you might not notice, some of you might, when I don't know if you know me that well. Anyway, but I notice it. So I'm gonna ignore this and I'm just gonna say out loud what I'm thinking. So my tone is gonna change a little bit. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why I'm like still describing. Okay. So when I came out here, I keep having to remember that I gotta have my voice pointed this way. So when I came out here, I was covered in this really beautiful color of red mud, which I'm going to grab real quick just so that you can see what it is. And God, I keep thinking there's snake. This actually is really helpful not being able to see myself. Okay, so Leslie, I'm not sure if you're watching right now. You asked if I was religious earlier. I'm not. I never have been because my parents taught against that. We were non-denominational Christian, which by, non-denominationalists, ideals, religion is actually what causes conflict between faith and God. So I'm actually saying this very eloquently right now, and I feel like I've heard someone else say this. So these are probably not my words. I'm not trying to plagiarize. I'm quoting my father probably, or one of his friends. So by definition, non-denominational Christianity is undefinable. So I remember, because that was the thing that was really, I was being made fun of at school for being in a cult. And I said, it's not a cult. I said, it's only like 3, maybe sometimes 5, up to 5 families. I was like, but my parents just sit there in a circle and sing and praise God. And they were like, well, like, how do they praise? And I was like, they just start singing, or they'll be playing the music, and like the mandolin has always, yes, Wayne Turner, and yes, Casey, tell your dad. I don't think any of your sisters watch me, but I know that when you mentioned about when I beat you up that one time at church, which it was Saturday night hippie drum circle church is what I always call it. I had it set up out here. I've had it in the front yard before too, and I took it down because I was still exploring my faith. And so even though I never said this, like it was kind of like my own little subtle reminder of like, figure your faith out, and then you'll be ready to have hippie drum circle church, but you're not ready yet. So I took away the open invitation of there's a hippie drum circle right there, whatever. But this is actually right now where I am in my faith is kind of like the calm, individual, personal, and I'm not ready to start sharing a whole lot yet, but a little bit. My idea of faith is different. I'm not creating a cult. That's why I'm being very defensive and very careful with my words right now all of a sudden. Thank you, Mother Nature. Or Dave. I'm on probation, and I was told my probation officer said to me, not my current one, but my last one, said, I don't know why, but I feel like I need to point this out. Also, do not join any gangs and don't form any cults. And I said, why would you, what? And he was like, yeah, you're not allowed to form cults. You can join one. We don't recommend it. He's like, but for some reason, I feel like you're going to start a cult. And I said, oh, well, I don't ever plan on doing that. I'm not like Charles Manson. And then the other day, someone came over here and he goes, you know, you're kind of like Charles Manson. And I said, no, I'm not. And he goes, well, he's like, oh, and I was like, no, but I actually know what you mean. And I've thought that before too. Because it scares me because I'm a little bit of a radical when it comes to my faith, but it's not bad. And it's kind of what I grew up with. It's kind of non-denominational Christian. I do call it something, but it's not considered a religion. And somebody else already coined the phrase. It's called altruistic hedonism. But recently, and sorry, I'm hearing God right now, but I recently struggled with that. And so if I do ever come up with this faith-based religion, or it'll be like Buddhism. Like Buddhism isn't actually like religion. It's something that it's a life. I don't know what it's defined as. I need to look that up. I'm sorry, I'm ruining this whole tutorial. I will do naked yoga for you covered in mud. Absolutely. Oh, this is the part that, okay, so I put it on and I love the dark rich color and I hope that the camera's picking it up correctly. My iPhone was just stolen, so I don't have my good camera anymore. If, by the way, you're somebody who's very generous and very kind and has like an extra electronic laying around, if you want to find me on Facebook, I'm Robin Oyster. Unfortunately, I didn't get my face in the profile picture. I couldn't figure out how to fix it, but you know, I'm the only Robin Oyster. Find me on that and message me, and I'll give you my address, and you can come by and we can do the naked yoga together. Because that's actually what I was gonna say is, I'll do it, but I want somebody else here doing it with me because I would want to put the camera up and everything, and then I wouldn't talk my way through it if I was doing it by myself. And I don't want to be by myself doing it. And I ideally would like a partner to do it with. Like I'm sitting here, I'm like, would I care if it's male or female? I would prefer female personally, but actually for scientific purposes. Yeah, which not really scientific, but like for my own like actual like thoughts on it, I would kind of like a man just because of the appendage situation. I just couldn't. I was curious, but anyway. And I think it would be beautiful to see together. It'd be like a dance. Oh, there you go. That is how I could get it on YouTube. So Leslie, come on. I live in Central Virginia. I don't know where you live. We have an Amtrak station. We have an airport, even though it's small. And I'm selling my balls, by the way, because I kept doing that. I was sitting here playing with my balls. I was sitting here playing with the clay, and then I started making balls, and that's actually what my faith is going to be started on. My balls. Our earthen vessels, and the fact that we're all made out of something in clay. I need to look up that scripture. I've never read the Bible. I've never read the Quran. I have never read any religious texts other than a few. I've read Out of the Silent Planet by C.S. Lewis. And part of Screwtape Letters. And whatever else I read in that class I took at Oxford. What did we, like now I'm sitting here trying to remember, because Shandy, you're going to have to remind me. What did we read in that class? I know Out of the Silent Planet because that was like my jam. What What else did we read in there? Oh, we read all his articles. I feel like they canceled class like half the time. Maybe I just didn't go because I was like, I just wanted to go to Oxford so I could say I went to Oxford. And I was like, you're not going to go to school. Not really. I loved going into Oxford. Oh, I did go get drunk a lot with my ex-English teacher, which is ironic. Shit, did I like skip all my classes? Anyway, I've ruined this video, but it's just funny to me. All right, so I'm gonna talk out loud because like I don't feel like I'm being recorded right now because like I can't see that I'm being recorded. So like I sit here and I think about all these things all day, and I've never actually like said them to anybody, because usually when I'm having a conversation, I try to allow them to give me their viewpoint, and then by the time I'm ready to speak, because I'll listen to them fully like through the whole thing, but then usually it's time to go. Somebody else come in the room and interrupt the conversation. I'll start to say something. They'll think that I'm being contrary, and then I'm fighting like little tiny pieces of a big thing that if they just listen to the whole fucking thing, they'd get it. And then it wouldn't matter so much that each brick is a slightly different color than theirs. And then there's the third group. My homies who show up the other day and we all know it and feel it and have never had to really say it, but then we said it the other day and it's righteous as fuck. But when God told me when I was a child that I would do great things in my life and that I would be a leader should I choose to be one, but that I really, really, really needed to be one, so I needed to prepare for it. And I didn't know what kind of leader I was going to be. I didn't know that I was Jesus's kid sister at the time. And even saying it out loud just now, as confidently as I just did, I don't care if you think I'm crazy. Hey, what's up? I'm Jesus's kid sister. I'm not the Antichrist. Although, I'm going to let Pope Francis explain that one. Because he's probably going to agree with me. Because I already emailed the Vatican about it, and they didn't lock me up or have me committed to a mental institution. And there was a B. So I'm going to go now. I'm going to go recenter myself, and then I'll do an example so that all of you who are really just watching this because you want to look at my ass for a few minutes, then you can watch. Actually, I'll do it real quick right now while I pray. So, yeah, I'm going to do a new video. Like this video and subscribe if you want to see more naked yoga, or even just yoga with. It's not that great though, but I do kind of want to see what it looks like, and so I'm going to put the other one on a separate one so that I can look at that, and then if I don't like it, I can take it off and get better, and then I'll put a good one on.